lesson plans 2023, 22, and summer 24. Okay, this is a school. So if you want to talk about Georgia O'Keeffe, this is a good way to introduce that lesson. Okay, so we're pretty much just drawing lines. So you use the oil pastel to draw the lines that you want. And once you draw the lines that you want, you paint over it with watercolor. You draw the skull, use the skull on top, and then we're just pretty much making a pattern. When you get to the bottom, punch the hole, loop through the yarn, and unravel the yarn. So it kind of looks like a rug or a cultural inspired blanket. Okay. Then we have polar bear. Polar bear this is my first grade winter lesson. So you just loop around at the ears, 2 dots for the eyes, an oval teardrop for the nose. Everybody gets a scarf, and then go from there with your snowflakes. You pattern on the scarf. Go to January lesson. Animals with sweat. Okay, there's a famous artist that likes to do this. I talk about that artist, and we just go in and design. This is for my younger kids. My older kids created in more detail. Okay, and we go in and make the net for the tweed on the actual sweater. So it's XXX, UUU, XXX, UUU. And we go in, we add that texture. Okay. Okay, name artwork. Usually for the beginning of the school year. So there's a storybook called Name Jar. You go in and you write your name, you put your patterns in the background, and you put your name in the jar and things about you in the jar. This is a lesson plan I took from another teacher from another school. She goes give everybody a colored Sharpie, and they pretty much trace the first letter of their name and write their name several times, or write positive affirmations about themselves. Another animal lesson for my younger kids, mostly kindergarten. We draw a llama using a sweet blue line. And this is my superhero lesson, onomatopoeia. Talk about what those sounds and noises make. We use our warm colors to put like lightning around the word. We choose the word and we just use dots around with black paint. I usually do that in the summer for summer school lesson. This is the advanced llama. So you go in detail with a variety of different shades of brown. Same thing for the hair. You know, grass is optional. Also in springtime, we like to do flowers. That's my simplistic example of cherry blossoms. Cupcake lesson. Cupcake lesson can be anything. Cupcakes can turn into Christmas cupcakes, summer cupcakes, birthday cupcakes, any type of style cupcakes. Your favorite cartoon cupcakes. If you want to cupcake it, you can do it. And I like to let the kids watch how to cake it on YouTube. So there's this lady, she designs these amazing cakes. They're very large and very unique. And there's also, I forget, but he's on cable television, and he also bakes cakes and do different things like that. So just show kids like different culinary artists and how they stylize their cakes and their cupcakes. Another winter lesson, we go in, we glue snowflakes, we add the rainbow chalk pastel at the top and the mountains at the bottom. And this is also a really good example of the student work. Gingerbread man or woman with patterns and dots in the background. Abraham Lincoln. And you can do patriotic colors in the background and blue stars around. And a stained glass window. So when we did the stained glass window, we talked about careers and black historians. And so the stained glass window also had Martin Luther King glued on top, because Martin Luther King's job was a pastor. We did the same thing for Basquiat. When we did Basquiat's background was splattered paint, and then we put a drawing of Basquiat on top of his art, his splatter paint, because Basquiat is a famous painter. Okay, so a still life of brushes with splatter paint all around. Students can add their name to it or not. It's up to them. So this lesson is all about texture, brick, wood, primary colors, and space. So I gave kids pictures of the Super Mario characters, and they pretty much draw those characters and like maybe Princess Peach and different types of coins all in the sky. This is my kindergarten lesson where I pretty much teach them. Sorry for the interruption. So pretty much I teach kids how to share. So the basket only has green, it only has yellow, it only has brown, it only has blue, white, and that's it. And I give them a blank light blue paper. And so what they do is there's a table captain, and that table captain hands the kids the yellow when it's time to use the yellow, green when it's time to use the green, blue when it's time to use the blue, and the kids learn to share and respect the person that is in charge of their table as they share. And this is also a kinder lesson where we go and we pretty much learn how to draw ourselves, use circle, use upside down U, use wavy lines for our hair. My first grade lesson, how to draw a sunflower. We use the X on the inside for texture. We fade from light to dark in the leaves. Second grade lesson, how to draw a pumpkin in the fall. Fourth grade lesson, sunflowers from a side perspective. Third grade lesson, sunflowers that dangle off to the side. Replica of Van Gogh. Primary grade doodle. So it's a paintbrush, a pencil, and a crayon. And then we talk about primary colors, secondary colors, line, color, shape. Also a kindergarten lesson, learning to write your name, learning to write different types of lines. Farm landscape with sheep for 4th and 5th. Shading with colored pencils. Farm landscape for kindergarten. Farm landscape for 2nd grade. Farm landscape with sheep with 1st grade on black paper using color sticks. Thanksgiving Zentangle and turkey. Then you have your cornucopia for Thanksgiving. Person eating a pie for Thanksgiving. That's my favorite. Some kids like it, some kids don't. I think it's hilarious. cows on the farm, cows on the farm dancing, cows that sleep on the farm while other cows are dancing. Upper grade cows with tongues sticking out. So of course these lessons are designed for your elementary, grade 1 through 5 or K through 5. Okay, and when the kids come in, what I like to do, sorry about that. What I like to do is I like to start off with a warm up. So this is another winter assignment that I do. Just turn on your Arc the Kids Hub, set the kids up with a, so you just set the landscape up for the kids, talk about what it's like to go to a ski lodge, and you just turn on your Arc the Kids Hub and they will teach you how to draw the individual characters, and they add the characters on top of the one. So each time they come in, they draw a different character. It gets their attention, it gets them warmed up to get ready to draw, and then we can start the actual lesson. This is a series of food lessons. Same thing with the warm up. You draw the face, the circle, teeth, the mouth is open. They draw all the food inside the person's mouth, and this is the neck and the shoulders. So every day they draw a different kind of food. Okay. I like to call this your own creative Starbucks coffee. They come in, straw, frosting. Let's see if we can get this one down. There we go. Straw, frosting, drink, your own version of your own Happy Meal. It's chalk pastel and black glue pizza. Of course, the pizza is gooey. A creative milkshake with cupcake, cookie on top, crazy straw. Iced coffee with donuts. We do graduation pictures at the end of the year. It's really cute with Kinder as well. Easter for Spring Bunny with glasses. The Andy Warhol Spring Assignment. You just get stencils of different spring shapes, and then they will go in and change the colors in each square. Go Texan Day. We draw inside of the boot and add your sequence. A Valentine's Day card, but we made a fox. And then did printmaking of different hearts. That's for kindergarten. Food truck lesson. Kindergarten graduation. The guided drawing. Dot Day. And Alma Thomas, famous African American artist. Springtime flowers, very large, the shape of a paper plate. Usually Dr. Seuss Day is a half day and early dismissal day, so this is a simple drawing, and we just add the little fluffy tissue paper at the top. Also, Valentine's Day chocolate. And these are pretty much my lessons that have been utilized 2023, 24, 20. Well, we haven't got to 25 yet, but those are my current lessons. And I'm sharing them, keeping an archive of them. Feel free to use them, try them. Just creating a virtual diary of these lessons.